Yo, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? We're back. We're back. You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, and my co-host, Schroeder Skywalker from the DFS Club. We're back. We had to take a couple days off, guys. I just got burnt out, man. It was a long weekend. And I have a dandy of a story. If you guys aren't subscribed to my Instagram, you got to check it out. I told the whole story on there, but took a fall down a cliff. Yeah, so that was fun. So anyways, guys, if you could, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave us a comment down below. Shorter and I love the comments. We love reading all of them from all you guys. So thank you guys so much for all the support lately. And it is time, ladies and gentlemen. NFL season is here. It starts on Sunday, guys. So 1 week away. Let's go. Just over the weekend in the DFS Club, we just started doing season-long NFL fantasy football leagues. So we got a bunch of those going on, guys. You know what it is. It's time, guys. You've been on the fence about it. Now is the time to pull the trigger. www.dfsclub.com, where you get all of our lineups, guys. You got two providers in one. See, when I take time off, this happens. You got DFS Space. You got myself, Skywalker DFS, guys. We are the cheapest in the industry. Before you click that fast forward button, check this out. You get every single sport. You get NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, MMA, WNBA, college sports, EuroLeague basketball. Click join now. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS. And then look at these plans, guys. This includes every sport, not just NFL. Baseball, basketball, hockey, PGA, NASCAR, $14.99 a month. We have silver plans. Basically, the more you spend up, the more you save. So if you get a gold plan, you basically get 6 months for free. That's how it works out. So we have our 3-day passes, guys, for only $7.99. We do prize picks, which is I'm going to really get into prize picks for NFL. DraftKings, FanDuel, 1 hour before lock, the members-only podcast, guys. That's where the magic happens. Pre-lock insight, lineups build. You guys also get our lineups. The prize picks. I got to get that going. I'll let you guys know, but I'm gonna start covering that. Ownership, projections, core plays, you name it, guys. DFSclub.com. Come join Schroeder and I. We'd love to have you guys. So don't miss out. And don't you dare be sour, because I will still be doing MLB videos until the last pitch is thrown this year. So whether it be a showdown or what, and NFL videos too, right? That's right, buddy. Well, good boy. Can we get an amen? Amen. All right. Good boy. You want to come sit over here? All right. So I got to click on the mouse and stuff. All right, guys, so let's get into the game-by-game breakdown. I believe it's a 9-game slate. Let me pull it up here. Yeah, 9-gamer. So, whoops. There we go. One day I'll figure it out. I got a tail right in my face. Look at this, guys. Schroeder gives no shits. Okay. All right, there you go. All right, first up, we got Phillies at Washington, guys. 4.9 implied total for Philadelphia, 3.7 for the Washington Nationals. We got Zach Wheeler at 10K against Josiah Gray at 8.8. Then we got Baltimore at Toronto in the Dome with the humidor going. And trust me, that humidor, I thought for a minute that it would help the hitting. As you guys have noticed with Toronto, they're not hitting. They couldn't hit their way out of anything. So this used to be a hitter-friendly ballpark. Not so much. Baltimore, 3.5 implied run total. Toronto, 6.1. I don't mind a little 2 or 3-man Toronto stack, but I wouldn't go crazy. I mean, it's just with the humidor going in the stadium, it's just hitters are struggling to get the ball out of the park. We got Chris Ellis versus Robbie Ray at 9.7. So the reason why it's 6-1, I mean, I get it. It's going to be a bullpen game for Baltimore. You guys saw what what Tampa did to their bullpen today. So look for more of the same, the Blue Jays. We'll get into it, but definitely a stack I like. But I would try and get to the cheaper guys like Dickerson, Gurriel. Kirk has been hitting homers, right? Kevin Smith down here. Not the director, but I would get to some of these cheaper guys. And Bo Bichette, my favorite pay up on the team. He's been actually doing pretty well. So next up, we got Boston at Tampa. Tampa's back at home. 4 runs for Boston, 4.6 for Tampa. We got Nick Pivetta at 6.8 versus Luis Patino at 7.2. Next up, we got Colorado at Texas. Both these teams have been red hot, man. Who'd have known, right? Neither team has anything to play for, but they're acting like it. 4.8 implied for Colorado, 3.8 for Texas. You got Jermaine Marquez, MLB All-Star, 8.5K versus A.J. Alexi at 4.7. Next up, we got the red-hot New York Yankees going up against the Anaheim Angels. Shohei Ohtani got hit in the hand his last game. He still played, but I don't know. He was supposed to pitch today. So we'll see. We got to wait on the news. There's no pitcher yet for the Angels, but this is the night before. We got 4.7 for the Yankees, 4 for the Angels, Corey Kluber, and again, we'll find out who the Angels put on the mound. Next up, we got San Diego at Arizona. 5.1 for San Diego, 4 for Arizona. We got Chris Paddock is only 5.6K. My goodness. Have the mighty have fallen here. 5.6 for Chris Paddock, man. He's earned it, though, versus Tyler Gilbert at 6.2. And next up, we got Milwaukee at San Francisco. It is hot here on the West Coast, but it is starting to cool down. We got Corbin Burns at 10.2 versus Johnny Cueto at 7.7. Winds blowing out to left field at 9 miles an hour. So that's interesting. Next up, we got the red-hot Atlanta Braves against the ice-cold Los Angeles Dodgers. 3.8 for the Braves, 5.3 for the Dodgers. We got Drew Smyly going up versus Julio Urias. And last but not least, we got the Houston Astros at the Seattle Mariners. We got 4.8 for Houston, 3.8 for Seattle. Luis Garcia at 9.2 versus Chris Flexen, who's been looking phenomenal lately at 8.2K. KBO's Chris Flexen, guys. And how about what's going on with this Mets team, huh? You guys hear about this shit? So, I bring up the next draft dashboard here. So, as you guys know, New York's a very passionate city, especially, when it comes to their sports. Philadelphia is the same way, too. Philadelphia, they booed Santa Claus, for fuck's sake. But the Mets have been getting booed because, let's face it, they've been losing. And so it was Javi Baez, Kevin Pillar, one other player, another player they got in the trade. Well, they were giving the fans a thumbs down because the fans have been booing them because they've lost like 20 in a row. So a couple of these Mets players, these guys were booing the fans back by giving them a thumbs down. All sorts of drama. You guys should check it out. Maybe I'll do a video about it, but man. And then the Mets organization had to take it back and say, we're sorry, the fans have the right to boo. It's just like, man, these soft-ass players nowadays. You all remember sitting in the outfield going to games and you can heckle the hell out of the other team. Hell, when I was a teenager, I would heckle the shit out of whoever was in the outfield. It didn't care who it was. And my favorite player in the world, Jose Canseco, when he was on the road, he would get heckled to death. That's just the name of the game, guys. I mean, the fans pay your salaries and, playing in New York especially, you better have some thicker skin than that. So, man, not good for the Mets organization. I hope they figure it out and realize that the fans can boo whoever the hell they want. They pay to get in there. So, and that's if you can't handle that heat in New York, you better ask to be traded. All right, so yeah, just interesting. You guys should check it out. Go look it up. I stumbled upon that story like an hour ago. It just blew me away. All right, so guys, let's go to Draft Dashboard, the sponsor of this video. It's only $1 for 30 days. Click on the link in the description below. You yourself can have Draft Dashboard, guys, where you get access to all my saved lineups, all my watch players, the position optimizer, the lineup optimizer, the player trends, who's trending up, who's getting you right in the old brown starfish, sleepers and studs of the slate, and the MLB cheat sheet, because if you can't win, cheat. We also have this for NFL, NBA, NHL. You get access to all my player pools for all these different sports, guys. It's only $1. Try it out for 30 days. Cancel at any time. No hassles. None of that crap. Because I don't, I'm not a salesman. I don't pretend to be, but I use it myself. So I put my money where my mouth is. Click on the link in the description below for Draft Dashboard, guys. All right, so let's get into it. I couldn't really find a lot of like hitting that I'm just like totally sold on for this slate. I like a lot of pitchers though, but I'm thinking this is going to be a low-scoring slate. We got Corbin Burns at 10-2 going up against the Giants. Corbin Burns, man, these Milwaukee pitchers, it's just like, it seems like the later in the season we get, they're just running out of gas. Maybe that's the only thing I can explain. Corbin Burns only got 10 last time out, 10 fantasy points. Didn't get any strikeouts. I mean, he got one or two, but so, I mean, it's that factor. It's against the Giants at home. There's that factor. I don't know how much Corbin Burns I'll have, but I mean, he's definitely in play at 10.2K, but won't be my number one priority. Very low ERA. It's not like he gave up a bunch of runs. It was just, he wasn't, he got one strikeout, I think. 180 on the year, 2.30 ERA. Then we got Zach Wheeler. He finally redeemed himself last game, and he gets a great matchup against Washington. He's 10K. I'd probably rather go here. Pitched 8 innings. Before that, 7 innings. He has over 200 strikeouts on the year now, 204. ERA of 2.90. Zach Wheeler over Corbin Burns for myself personally. That's the way I'm going to go tomorrow at 10K. He is $600 more on FanDuel, as Corbin Burns is $1,300 more on FanDuel. So definitely Zach Wheeler for me is my top spend up. Next up, Jermaine Marquez against Texas, who strikes out a lot. Yeah, Texas has been hitting the ball pretty good lately, but I think Jermaine Marquez can shut them down. They are in Texas. It is a pitcher-friendly ballpark. What is he? 4.02 ERA, 154 strikeouts, and it's not in Coors Field. So last time he did a pitch against him, he got 25 DK points, 20 DK points. So don't mind that. 8.5. He's $600 more on FanDuel. And then for a cheap play, I actually don't mind Tyler Gilbert here at 6.2K. The Padres are another team that had, I don't want to call them garbage, but they're not doing anything. It's like they're stuck in the mud. And the last time he pitched against them, he got 43 DK points, guys. Tyler Gilbert has not been the most consistent on the year, the most consistent pitcher. But you have a San Diego lineup who's ice cold. Tatis is having a miserable season. So is Machado. And you have this guy who's got 43 DK points. Last time I pitched against him, which was 3 outings ago. So I don't mind that as an SP2 option at 6.2 if you're looking for some value. His ERA is actually not that bad, only 2.38 ERA. So I don't know, guys. It's a dart throw, but no risk, no reward, baby. Let's go. Then we got Robbie Ray, my second favorite pay up, guys. 9.7K. Mr. Strikeout Machine lately, guys. 7 innings in his last 3. We all like to see that, especially on FanDuel. But he's a premium over there. He's $1,200 more on FanDuel. Yikes. So some decisions to be made. I'm sure I'll have one lineup with Ray, one lineup with Wheeler. But 38, 35, 24 DK points in his last 3. 192 strikeouts on the year. 2.72 ERA. Going up against Baltimore, in Toronto, he should totally shut them down. So give me some Robbie Ray, especially for that high strikeout upside potential there. And that's going to do it. So, yeah, my favorite pay-up is going to be Zach Wheeler, followed by Robbie Ray. It's really close between the two. Actually, out of the two, Robbie Ray technically has a better matchup, but Washington's not a bad outing themselves either. So you have Zach Wheeler who goes probably further in games than Robbie Ray. So you can't lose with either one. Corbin Burns will probably be the odd man out for me. And then, again, Tyler Gilbert at 6.2 is my value pitcher of this slate. All right, so let's get into some bats. I have one catcher I wanted to show to you real quick. Buster Posey going up against Burns. He's 5 for 7, guys. That's pretty damn good. Even 7 at-bats. I mean, it's a small exposure, but 5 for 7? Yeah, give me some Buster Posey at 4.1K. And he's a pretty safe play, too. You guys remember earlier in the season, he was like 5K. So let's go to the first base. Jared Walsh, 4.3K. Really cheap. I think that's too cheap for this guy. 30 DK points his last time out. Yeah, 30, 0, 0, 18, 12. But Jared Walsh is pretty clutch. I think there's going to be a lot. If Shohei Ohtani does not pitch this game, it's probably going to be a lot of runs scored between the Yankees and the Angels. But yeah, give me some Jared Walsh at 4.3. I just think it's too cheap. Same with Brandon Belt. I think he's a little too cheap too. 4.5K. He's 2 for 5 against Burns. 1 single, 1 homer. He crushes righties, though. The Giants are at home. I expect Burns to have a really tough time. All right. So if you want to put him and Buster Posey together, I don't mind it, especially for only 4.5K. He's looking for his 20th home run this year. So he'll be hunting for that. Let's go to second base. So Trey Turner for the Dodgers, 5.4K. Finally been showing up lately. And he gets a lefty. He gets Drew Smiley. He has a homer off him in 9 at-bats. OPS versus lefties is 1.154. Yo, give me some Trey Turner at 5.4. On a slate where hitting's really not – a lot of these hitters, I'm not finding much. You got John Segura, 5.1K. Now, you know, he's been on fire. Double-digit fantasy points, 4 out of his last 5 games. Now that he's 5K, he's kind of a pay-up. But I don't know. I like to ride the hot hand here for 5.1. Then Brandon Lau at home, 5K. If you're going to play anybody on Tampa, I'd probably go Brandon Lau. Nelson Cruz, all them can, you know, Nelson freaking Cruz. What a disappointment, man. What a disappointment. But, you know, righties, lefties for Lau, it doesn't matter. If he leads off, I love him even more, especially against Pivetta. He does have 1 home run against him in 4 at-bats. So look for him to get off the schneid. Let's see. Ozzie Albies, what is he, 4.8? Yeah, get Albies in there. I expect this game to be high scoring, except for the Dodgers. I don't think the Dodgers will score a lot of runs. They never do. Well, they haven't lately in the last month. But Albies has been on another level. He's one of the main reasons why Atlanta's where they are today. So get him in there. All right, so let's go to third base. So we got Rafael Devers at 6.1K. That's pretty steep. Pretty steep. They're playing and they are in Tampa, which is a pitcher-friendly park. So you got to take that in consideration. Do you want to pay 6.1 for a bat in Tampa? I don't know. But he isn't going up against a righty. He's 1 for 2 against him with a homer, but I don't know if that was in Fenway or if that was in Tampa. But Devers at 6.1, not bad. Mr. Grand Slam today, one of these players I had in my lineup, and I took him out to put somebody else in who didn't do shit. But he goes out and gets a Grand Slam today. Gets 41 fantasy points. Don't mind going back to him at only 3.6K, especially if he's going to bat, what was he, 5th today? As long as he gets bats like 5th or lower, I don't mind it. He crushes righties this year. So with Wendell, you just got to pick and choose your spots. Could be a good spot for him tomorrow, guys, against Pivetta. Get him in there. Why not? You got to take some shots here. Kyle Seeger, man, this guy's on another level right now. 4K, very cheap. Got another home run today. He's 2 for 4 against Garcia with a homer. So get him in there. Crushes righties. OPS 793. Kyle Seeger at 4K. A lot of one-offs I'm liking today. Like, I wouldn't stack more than like 3 players from one team. It's one of those type of slates, guys. Bo Bichette is fine at 5.3. I actually think that's kind of cheap. I probably trust him more than Devers, actually, and you save about $1,000 in salary. 22, 13, 7 in his last 3. And I do think Toronto does score some runs. I really do. And I'm going to go with the hot bat on the team. If I want to pay up, it's going to be Bo Bichette, and then I'll get some of these cheaper guys from Toronto. That's how I'm looking at the night before, but won't know till tomorrow. That's why you got to join the DFS club. Get on that members-only podcast 1 hour before lock and find out which way we are going to go. But, yeah, out of the Toronto guys, Bo Bichette is number 1 priority. And then J.P. Crawford at 3.5, leadoff hitter for Seattle. I mean, shortstop's just gross. It really is. I really struggle to find you guys some solid, like, takes. He's 3 for 5 against Garcia, 3 singles, but that's what J.P. Crawford does. He gets singles. Hopefully he gets you stolen bases, some RBIs, maybe some runs. Those all add up. So he's in play at 3.5. All right, let's go to outfield. And off the tops, we got Bryce Harper at 6.4K. Dude, he's just, for a pay-up guy, he's pretty freaking safe. I can't remember the last time he got a 0. I can name several players that are 5K and above that have gotten you 0, Nelson Cruz, and you pay all that salary. It's disgusting. But 10, 9, 25, 18, 21 in his last 5. He's just come on so strong the second half of the season. Bryce Harper at 6'4", one of my favorite pay-ups on the slate. Let's see. Next up, Jordan Alvarez, 5.9K. Don't mind a little sprinkle of Houston tomorrow. Houston's been really hit or miss this year. Good luck getting them right. He is 1 for 2 against Flexen, but it is a homer. So Jordan Alvarez has been hitting homers lately, 14, 19. I believe it's 2 games in a row. He's gotten a home run 3 out of his last 4 games. So Jordan Alvarez, I'm riding the hot hand here at 5.9. And then Aaron Judge at 5.4. We don't know who's pitching for the Angels, but you want to talk about Mr. Consistency. 24, 26, 14, 10. I didn't see what he got today. But yeah, that's really consistent, especially for 5.4K. Yankees are just red hot right now. They're another one of my stacks I like tomorrow, but if Shohei Ohtani's on the mound, I might have to take that back a bit, but since I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But night before, Aaron Judge, 5.4. Ketel Marte at 5.1. I actually don't mind this either. He's 7 for 13 against Paddock, guys. That's crazy. 7 for 13. Now, granted, it's 6 singles and a double, but he gets stolen bases. He gets extra base hits, RBIs, you name it. And you guys remember, he dipped down to like 3.8K. And what I tell you about him, he'd be 5K by the weekend, and here he is. So, but yeah, still a solid play at 5.1. Cedric Mullins against Robbie Ray's 2 for 3 with a homer. Why not? He's a leadoff hitter, but he's 5'1". This kid's got a very bright future, man. I love this kid. I love ball players that steal bases and hit home runs. Then we got Adios Garcia. He's back. He went into hibernation for about 3 or 4 months. Now he's back with a vengeance, guys. He's 3.4K, 36, 19 in his last 2. Showing signs of life, guys. He gets Marquez. He's 1 for 3 against him. But I'm going to try the little one-off Texas guy here. He was leading the league in home runs in the, first quarter of the season. Then he just kind of, like I said, he went to hibernation. But he's been turning it up. So 3.4K, you can get him in there, guys. Austin Hayes, 3.1K. Mr. Consistency, and he's perfect against Robbie Ray. He's 2 for 2. Now, granted, they're both singles, but still, for 3-1, that's all you need. And he crushes lefties this year. OPS of 807. Double-digit fantasy points 4 out of his last 5 games. So, Austin Hayes, get him in there at 3-1. Justin Upton is just too cheap at 2.9, guys. I mean, come on. This is Justin Upton here. Do I need to, really say anything? I know he's only batting .213, but he's missed a lot of the season due to injury. But he does have 17 home runs. But, yeah, Justin Upton, I think that's too cheap in that 2K range, guys. Brandon Marsh, 2.5K. I like these cheap Angels guys. He's been showing it up, 13, 5, 0, 28, 20 in his last 5, so not too shabby. You could do worse, but he's only 2.5K, guys. I bring the value. Next up, we got Abdul Herrera, guys, 3.9K. Whenever I play this kid, he goes off. He's perfect against Gray. He's 2 for 2, 1 single, 1 homer. Abdul Herrera, he normally leads off, especially if he leads off for 3.9K. Don't mind putting up, maybe him and a little Bryce Harper, little two-man stack there. I don't mind that. Let's see here. Jorge Soler, 3.7K. Dude's been on fire. 19, 3, 26, 6, 5 in his last 5, guys. Pair him up with Ozzy Albies. Against Urias, he's 2 for 5 with 2 singles. Soler does everything. Stolen bases, home runs, doubles, you name it. Get him in there, guys, at 3.7. And last but not least, we got Lorenzo Cain, 2.5K. This one kind of stuck out at me, too. Against Cueto, who's really not a good pitcher. He's average, but that's about it. If you want to do a sneaky Milwaukee stack, I don't know, maybe. That might be a high-scoring game. Got to join the DFS club. You got to find out which way we're going to go, guys. He's 6 for 12 against Cueto. That's a 500 batting average, 4 singles, a double, and a home run. So you can potentially get a 1% Lorenzo Cain tomorrow at 2.5. If he hits you a home run, you're just counting your money right there, guys. So that's going to do it for my player picks. But if you're new to the channel, you're in for a treat because it's time for none other than Schroeder's picks. So Schroeder over here is going to give us his 3 home run calls. His first 2 is going to be he's going to get us 1 home run. His third call is going to be he's going to get us 2 home runs and win us all the monies. You ready, Schroeder? All right. Let's go. Let's go. All right, buddy. So Schroeder, get comfortable. All right. So looking at the player pool, who do you have getting your first home run? Attaboy, look at him. He does. He looks at it. Who is that? Who is that? First home run call? Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, he's ready. Yeah. Oh, wonderful, Schroeder. Wonderful. Schroeder's first home run call is none other than Bryce Harper. I thought maybe that'd be your 2 home run call, but I can dig the hustle, Schroeder. I like it. All right, buddy. So who's going to get us the second home run of the day? Who do you got getting us another home run? Who do you got? Really? Are you playing it safe today or what? Schroeder's second home run call is none other than Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge. All right, Schroeder. So who's your 2 home run call tomorrow? Who's it going to be? Who's going to be the player that nobody's talking about that's going to get us 2 home runs tomorrow? Who do you got for your 2 home run call? Okay. Yeah. You sure? Oh, you want to look again? Okay. Okay. Oh, wonderful. Should we put him as our thumbnail too? All right, Schroeder. So Schroeder's second home run call is none other than Bo Bichette, and that's pretty ballsy seeing as they are playing in Toronto, right, Schroeder? He says, hi, everybody. I'm looking right at you. So that's going to do it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, give us a pause up, leave us a comment down below. We'd really love to hear from you guys. DFSclub.com. Don't miss out this NFL season, guys. We're the cheapest anywhere in the industry. Shop around. I encourage you. And you will be shocked on how much cheaper we are. And we're the best in the business. Best in the business. You won't hear anything bad from us, guys. No bad reviews, no nothing like that. So come join the family, DFSclub.com and Draft Dashboard. The sponsor is only $1 for 30 days. Short and I are going to get up out of here, and we're going to do like we always do. We're going to say a prayer for everybody, and we're going to get up out. You ready, Schroeder? All right. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your pets. Thank you, God, for another day on planet Earth, for every day is a blessing. All right. So what do we say, Schroeder? We say, let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. Schroeder and I are out. Subscribe.